How can you tell a demon-possessed person? That's a very good question, I'll tell you. A demon-possessed person is marked by a loss of humanity. What makes man human. The demons, in an attempt to mock God, corrupt the humanity in man and make an animal out of what is supposed to be spiritual. Because man is made in the image of God, separate from the animal. The animal is what man through sin has fallen to. But it's not how we were made. We were made in the image of God, with our rational part designed to override our animal nature. What man through sin has fallen. Because we're not animals, too. We were made spiritual creatures. We're made to be possessed by God through our soul. That's what a soul is. A soul is a redeemed ego, and ego is a fallen soul. That's what a soul is, the Spirit of God, plus who we are, our will in voluntary compliance to His will, so that His will is our will. See, so we become Him through us, rather than the devil possessing us, corrupting our soul. Well, actually, our soul is already corrupted through sin, which leaves us susceptible to the influence of the devil to possess us through our will. But it's not a voluntary compliance. See, it's not, because it's instead of God. See, it's a choice. Actually, it's not a choice. The choice would be to serve God, to be a servant of God. And when you don't choose that, by default, you're enslaved to the devil. So you're not a servant. When you serve God, you're a servant. You're voluntarily serving God because you want to, by your own will. But when you don't do that, you're a slave of the master, because you're not serving the one. So by default, you're one master to the other. See, we don't really have a choice. You don't have two choices. You only have one choice. You can either serve the one and not the other, or serve the other and not the one, but you'll hate the one and you'll love the other. We're not free. We don't have free will, because our free will has been corrupted through sin, through the original rebellion in the garden that has infected us with pride. But it's not by our choice anymore. See, because now we have the weakened proclivity to sin. You can only, that the devil takes advantage serve of one master. So we can only one out of the two. choose. Because you're not serving the one, so by default you're enslaved to the other. So the unholy spirit comes and possesses you because you worship it. Indirectly, directly, doesn't matter. Idolatry. See, that's idolatry. Anything that you use to derive your identity from is what will enslave you and will become your master that you need to live. Although that life is death, if it's not the source of life. See, the devil is cut off from the source of life. So he has to go through you and trick you into giving your life to it, to empower it, to enslave you. But it's not what's a bait and switch. See, it tricks you. So it becomes alive from your life. It's your life that you're giving it. See, that's the only power, because you're empowering it. It's like Dracula, who has to ask to come in. He can't just come in, see? And you let him in, and then you're through. He sucks your blood, which is life, because life is in the blood. God, on the other hand, gives life. He gives life because he is a source of life. So you're actually getting something from that relationship. Whereas the devil, he may tell you you're getting something, but you're getting a bunch of nothing. Don't fall for it. So the soul becomes the ego, fallen to the flesh, deriving its life from the world. And who rules the world? The devil rules the world. See, so that's how you can tell a demonically possessed person. Is a loss of humanity, depending upon the level of ceding the will to the devil, is the degree of possession that you will be oppressed with.